Are you happy? More particular question. Are you happy when something good happens to someone else? When a neighbor shares with you that her grandson just got this fabulous scholarship, are you happy? Happy for the boy? Are you happy for the grandmother? Or when a neighbor buys a brand new car or gets to go on a great trip and tells you all about the trip, are you happy? Most often, when something happens to either ourselves or our family members, we can rejoice in that. But do we rejoice when something really good happens to someone beyond our circle of family? Can we rejoice with others? So often, we get caught up in another feeling. Rather than to rejoice, we get caught up in the feeling of being jealous. That thought of, how come it didn't happen to my family member? How come it didn't happen to me? Jealousy is a terrible thing, and it creeps up so often in our lives. It happened 2,000 years ago in the time of Jesus. When Jesus went back to Nazareth to visit his neighbors and to be with them in prayer, he spoke in the synagogue. And you would think that everyone who knew him, who saw him growing up, would rejoice at how well he spoke. But instead, they're sitting there thinking, isn't this the boy that we knew? Where did he get this knowledge? Perhaps they were thinking, my son could never get up and speak that way. Where did he get all of this? And unfortunately, there was that jealousy going on in the community, so much so that he could not work miracles there because they were filled with that insecurity, that jealousy. It happened for Stephen. When Stephen is speaking about Jesus, the people are listening to him and they're resenting the fact that he speaks so well. He's so articulate and he's so on fire with the Spirit of God. They can't stand to hear him. They want to get rid of him. And ultimately, Stephen becomes our first martyr for the faith. All because of that insecurity of the people. It's a sad thing, a sad part of life, that people can get so caught up, so insecure. Often people get focused on things as a way of becoming secure. If I just get this new electronic device, I'll be happy. Well, in truth, we'll never be happy with all of the stuff that we get. A while ago, I saw a bumper sticker that made me so sad. The bumper sticker simply stated, in the end, the one with the most toys wins. I was thinking, how pathetic that someone would actually think that the accumulation of material things is going to make us happy. We know that it doesn't. It never satisfies. In the time of Jesus, people were listening to him and they were hungry, so he fed them. And then at the end of his time of teaching, he goes off. Well, they seek him out because they want to be fed again. And he tells them that they shouldn't be focused on that, the material stuff. So finally, they say to him, well, what can we do to accomplish the works of God? Jesus says, you want to do the work of God? Then believe. Jesus is calling them to believe, and he's calling us to believe as well. Material things will never satisfy. But a life really in faith, that's what satisfies. To be truly a person of Easter joy, that gives us the peace and the joy that sustains us. This morning, as we recognize our gift of faith as Easter people, we have that security. Let's not seek after things to satisfy. We've got what we really need, a relationship with Jesus Christ. So next time a neighbor shares with you some good news, rejoice for her. Rejoice with her. We've got something far more important, far better than any material item. Our relationship with Jesus Christ, our Savior and Lord.